So, it's Monday morning. I work on the weekends. I don't know about any of you, so it's a long weekend for me. I'm really backed up on work because I had to take some fucking exit exam that took all goddamn day on Saturday. So I'm tired. I'm behind on my work in order to finish the semester. And I got out of my first class, and I'm checking over the news of the day. And, I just happened to stumble across that Charlie Hebdo, they're a French satirist publication, and if you're not familiar with them, I'll give a little bit of information here, a little bit of context. Charlie Hebdo is a leftist publication in France that they're a satirical publication. They make fun of French politics, they make fun of religion, they make fun of pretty much anything and everything that they consider noteworthy. And so the reason why they're famous, at least for myself as an American, is that there was a horrific terrorist attack in France, and it targeted Charlie Hebdo and a lot of people that wrote, and there were also policemen and innocent bystanders that were part of this terrorist attack that were assassinated by a couple of fascists. So why did this happen? What's happening in this? What happened with Charlie Hebdo? What happened with this terrorist attack? Well, if you were to ask certain people, it was because of the Iraq invasion. So now I know what you're asking. What does the Iraq invasion perpetrated by the United States and the Bush administration, what does this have to do with Charlie Hebdo? Well, the reason why these two perfectly reasonable men assassinated these horrible Islamophobic writers is because of the West. I can tell you that pretty definitively. It has to do with geopolitics. That is the only thing that this has to do with.
In this clip, which is thought to have been taken from a rooftop near the magazine's headquarters in Paris, two hooded men can be seen getting out of a black car, carrying guns and shouting. One man can be heard saying, "We've avenged the Prophet Muhammad," before getting back into the car and firing at police officers.
Okay, I don't know how that got in my video, but let's just ignore that. Let's just ignore. Obviously this is a game being played by these two fascists. They are lying to us when they tell us exactly right after they commit a terrorist attack and they tell us specifically why they did it. Let's just put that aside. Okay, so what's happening with Charlie Hebdo? So why are they in the news? Well, apparently they've received an award from the Pan American Center. And I'm not really familiar with the Pan American Center. What's the Pan American Center? So apparently they have an annual award that they give away for publications that go above and beyond in being courageous in terms of freedom of expression. Wow. Well, yeah. If you're a publication that survived a terror attack, regardless of obviously the geopolitics that were responsible for that attack, but nonetheless you survived an attack, well, yeah, obviously you deserve that award. Can you think of any other worthy publication or writer for this kind of award? If you survive a terror attack, who's going to disagree with this? Oh, well, okay, it's just 6 members. Okay, so 6 members. So maybe they can't show up because of the geopolitics. I'm sure that is what this is about. These are probably staunch defenders of getting rid of Bush administration politics or right-wing politics. I'm sure that's what this has to do with. They're protesting the Bush administration. Obviously this is 2015 and not 2004, but let's just go down the article. Let's see why these people decided not to show up. It's probably protesting the extreme right in the United States. Oh, okay, so you're telling me that 6 members of an organization that specifically advocates for freedom of expression and speech are not showing up to the award and calling out the fact that they're not showing up in protest of the free expression of an organization that survived a terror attack. Wow. You have to be a really reprehensible piece of shit to fall in that kind of territory. It takes an extra special degenerate to be part of an organization that specifically advocates for freedom of expression and speech and then decide to withdraw from the annual award ceremony because you disagree with the speech of an organization that survived a terror attack. Wow. These 6 people, Peter Carey, Michael something foreign, Francine Prose, which is a funny name for a writer, something Cole, and Rachel Rochelle Kushner, and some other fucking foreign name. You 6 are shitty people, and you should quit this organization because you actually don't consider free speech or free expression to be all that important. You're hacks. You are ideological hacks. So, okay, it's just these 6 assholes, right? You know, who gives a shit? I've never heard of half these fuckers. Like, who cares? Who cares, right? Oh no. No, Sam Harris. No, don't do it. So Sam Harris commented on this, and Richard Dawkins. Oh my God, now I gotta put my atheist hat on. So these atheists have come out and, you know, supported the free expression of these organizations, and now Sam Harris has weighed into this. So, oh no, oh God, okay, so here's a fucking article from The Intercept decrying fucking Penn and defending these shithead writers that left the award ceremony. Okay, so let's just take a fucking guess. Who wrote this article? I just mentioned Sam Harris. Who wrote this fucking article? Who wrote it? Let's click on it. Let's find out who fucking wrote it. Oh, what a surprise. Glenn Greenwald. So, is there any substance to this? Is there any fucking substance to this fucking article? Of course not. All it's talking about is geopolitics, the war. This is all a guise for the war on terror, isn't it, Glenn Greenwald? Oh my God. No one in the world is defending all those billions of Muslims that exist in the world. Oh my God, everyone's just attacking them. Everyone's just attacking them. That's the reason for all this, right?
How can you be a citizen of the United States, the country that has generated more violence and militarism in the world over the last 5 or 6 decades, and say, look at those people over there, they are incredibly violent? We play a significant role in what has been happening in the Middle East because we've been interfering and dominating that region in order to have access to the oil.
I wasn't talking about violence,
So,
I was talking about theocracy. That doesn't happen here.
No, well, okay, that doesn't happen here, but at the same time, Iran isn't invading lots of other countries and occupying them for a decade, nor are fundamentalist Muslim countries the way the United States is. So these things are interlinked because we are continuously interfering in that part of the world. And so to say...
Really, it's all our fault?
It's not all our fault, but when you send your military for 6 straight decades into other countries to bomb them, kill their children and women and innocent men, prop up dictators, yeah, you take responsibility for your actions and say, to the extent that that region...
That religion goes back 1,000 years before our revolution, so I don't think we can take all the blame.
I don't think we should. I think we should take a lot of it.
Oh, wow. Oh my God. All this relentless, self-righteous posturing. It's exhausting. It's exhausting.
Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I was just listening to the opening theme to Yurikuma. I guess I wasn't really paying attention to all the fucking phoned-in outrage by our resident liberal here, Glenn Greenwald. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I know that this has been sort of unlike what I usually do in talking about politics and everything, but I gotta really say that this is kind of a special moment in history for what a piece of shit liberals are. And I count myself as someone that's on the left, and I cannot fucking stand these unprincipled pieces of shit like Glenn Greenwald and these 6 shithead writers and anybody else that's fucking defending them. I cannot believe that this is the hill you're gonna die on. This is the fucking hill you're gonna die on. You know, you don't get it. You don't fucking understand what is happening in this world and why these people are mocking and criticizing Islam, especially atheists. Like, what the fuck do you think is happening? What the fuck do you think is happening in this world from your cushy little loft? These fucking dickhead rich liberals I'm so fucking tired of these idiots, these progressives. I never had anything to do with geopolitics. I never had any decision making in the Iraq War. Neither did Sam Harris. Neither did Richard Dawkins. Neither did the people at Charlie Hebdo that were fucking murdered. And you fuckers, you disgusting fuckers, dance on their fucking grave to defend a barbaric, disgusting religion. You fucking people, in defending the people that carried out this goddamn attack, your apologetics for the Stone Age barbaric religion. You know, why does Sam Harris, why does Richard Dawkins, why do I care about Islam? Why do we criticize it? Why do we mock it? Because we don't want any of their shit coming to this country, to the West, to the United States. We don't want it. Because it stands for blasphemy laws, apostasy laws, and fascism. That's what they have in their nations, and we don't fucking want it here. And what do you get for mocking and satirizing and criticizing these fucking degenerates overseas? You get terror attacks. You get fucking threats. You have to live in fear of dying for what you have to say. That's what you fucking get. And you apologize for them. That's what you do. You don't protect and congratulate those that risk their lives to criticize this shit religion. You're a fucking disgrace. Glenn Greenwald, leave the left. Leave it. I don't consider yourself... You are a progressive. You are not a leftist, sir. Fuck off.